feminist, such a champion of women's rights, unless you're one of the women who was raped by her friend Roman Polanski, in which case you can go fuck yourself. Meryl Streep isn't just the most overrated actress on the planet, she's the biggest hypocrite on the planet. In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, she sets herself up as a moral guardian for the Me Too anti-sexual harassment movement. The front page of the magazine hails Streep's new female empowerment movie as perfectly timed amid today's attacks on women. Yeah, Meryl Streep's righteous indignation about attacks on women is really believable, isn't it? Give me a break. 25 years after Roman Polanski admitted drugging and raping a 13-year-old girl, the Hollywood elite gave him an Oscar, and Meryl Streep gave him a standing ovation.
Goes for Roman Polanski, for the pianist.
There's no plausible deniability here. She can't claim she didn't know what Polanski had done. It was public knowledge. 6 years later, when Polanski was arrested in Switzerland at the request of the United States for raping a 13-year-old girl, Meryl Streep supported him again.
Yes, Roman Polanski, I'm very sorry that he's in jail.
Over 100 top Hollywood figures signed a petition demanding his release. More accusations followed. German actress Renate Langer accused Polanski of raping her twice when she was 15. Another woman called Robin M. accused the director of sexually assaulting her when she was 16. British actress Charlotte Lewis also said Polanski sexually abused her when she was 16. And where was Meryl Streep's disavowal? It was non-existent. Now 7 more accusers have come forward alleging that Polanski raped or assaulted them. Marianne Bonnard claims that Polanski molested her on a beach in Malibu when she was just 10 years old. Mallory Millett says Polanski attempted to rape her in 1970 when she was 29 years old. 11 different women in total claim that Polanski abused them. And where's Meryl Streep's disavowal? To this day, it's nowhere to be seen. She's allowed her own statements and actions in support of an admitted child rapist and accused molester of women to stand for 15 years. How can she claim with a straight face to be a supporter of women's rights? How can she assert herself as an ardent advocate for sexual assault victims when she supports one of the biggest sexual predators ever to work in her industry, when she literally applauded a pedophile? When Lena Dunham took the side of a male colleague accused of sexual assault, she was vilified. Yet Meryl Streep has refused to withdraw support for admitted rapist Roman Polanski, and she gets a free pass. And what about Harvey Weinstein? Way back in 2005, Courtney Love warned women to stay away from Weinstein.
When Harvey Weinstein invites you to a private party and it's 4 seasons stuff.
Everyone who was anyone in Hollywood knew what Weinstein was up to. It was an open secret. And yet, how did Meryl Streep describe Weinstein in a 2012 speech? She called him God. She called him the Punisher.
I just want to thank my agent, Kevin Uvain, and God, Harvey Weinstein. The Punisher. Old Testament, I guess.
Time magazine just named the silence breakers of the Me Too movement Person of the Year. But the year's 2017, when the silence breakers tried to break their silence to the New York Times back in 2004, 13 years ago, the New York Times killed the story. The Hollywood elite knew about Weinstein's predatory activity for decades and they covered up for him. That's what the narrative should be. But what are they trying to make it about instead? Collectively demonizing all men as sexual predators. No, that's not the issue. The issue is how Hollywood insiders and the Democratic establishment buried this scandal. The issue is how a deluge of male feminists virtue signaled for years about how much they cared about women's rights, about how we were all evil misogynists for criticizing third-wave feminism, while they simultaneously harassed, assaulted, and raped female victims. The issue is rampant hypocrites like Meryl Streep grandstanding as moral guardians of sexual assault victims, while simultaneously running defense for pedophiles and rapists like Roman Polanski, who've been abusing young girls and women for the past 40 years with Hollywood's full complicity. Meryl Streep, you're a two-faced sack of shit. Either disavow Polanski now, apologise for your past defence of his disgusting actions, or do us all a favour, and instead of pretending you're such a great role model for women, just
shut the fuck up!